Hello and welcome on this video about how to solve an 8-mark question about discuss whether or not the imposition of import tariffs by a country will reduce its unemployment. This is 2019 May-June paper 1, paper 2 variant 2. This is an important question and I believe it tests a lot of the concepts. So before anything, let's just dive in and understand what the big idea is. So the big idea is, and this is how you may start, that tariffs are essentially taxes on imports, taxes which are applied on imports, which will make them expensive. And because of this, the quantity of imports, which is M, may fall. People may turn to domestic goods and people may demand more labor, so unemployment may fall. This is the big idea. This is the general idea behind the question. Unemployment is going to fall. When will this work? So when you are, when you are dividing or when you are attempting an 8-mark question, you will divide the answer in two parts. This may happen and may not happen. And this is the evaluation part. There are 4 marks for this, and this is basically analysis marks, and there are 4 marks for these. So when will this happen? This will happen. So first, this is my first introduction, my opening lines, and then I'll go straight. So even if the examiner does not give me marks over here, it's fine because I'm just setting the tone with my 2 or 3 sentences that what I'm going to talk about now. This may happen if price elasticity of demand of imports is greater than 1 or is elastic. If the products of the imports are elastic, which means tariffs will increase prices, a small increase in price will result in a larger decline in quantity demanded of imports, which means that the import expenditure may fall. Imports will reduce, people may turn to domestic goods, and labor is going to increase. So what we are going to what we depend upon is basically the imports to be elastic. This should give me 2 marks. I'm pretty confident because I have identified over here, and then I've explained over here. What else? So if products are, if domestic products, if domestic goods are equally efficient and effective, demand for them may increase, which means that the demand for labor will also increase and the unemployment rate may reduce. But at the same time, this may not happen if PED of these goods is less than 1 or they are inelastic, which means that consumers would be willing to pay a higher price for them. So price would increase, and after the tariff, and quantity demanded would decline by a small amount, a small amount. So what's gonna happen is that it the value of imports will not fall actually, and the value of imports may rise, which means that if imports are going to rise, uh, you know, unemployment may not fall, unemployment may remain the same. And the worst part is, the other part over here is that if imports are inelastic, right? Then, and let's say that after tariffs, the price of imports will increase, and if the imports are raw materials or goods to make other finished goods, then the cost of raw materials will increase. Costs will increase, which means that profit of businesses will decrease and aggregate supply is going to shift backwards. So now when the aggregate supply shifts backwards, firms will start to leave the market. Firms will exit the market, which means that unemployment may actually rise. So it's not always that um, applying tariffs is helpful. Uh, the other point which I would also mention over here is, and the third point for evaluation is that the people who've lost their jobs, the unemployed, could be occupationally immobile, occupationally immobile, and are unable to find new jobs. So unemployment is not going to fall even if the tariffs are applied. So these are the points which is going to make the question worthwhile for you. I hope this helps. Thank you very much.